Well, hello, everybody. Welcome back to Empower for You. You know, during these times, a lot of us are going through a lot, and some of us maybe more than others. However, I wanted to talk to you about something. It's about never being destroyed. Did you hear what I just said? Never being destroyed. The scripture says that we're cast down but never destroyed. Some of us need that pickup today. And I think that pickup will be that, irregardless of what you go through, you're never destroyed. We've been told that no weapon formed against us shall prosper. Oh, how many weapons have been used, have been fired, have been made, remade, restructured, updated to destroy us, to crush us, to literally obliterate us and take us out. Not just to take us down, to take us out. But guess what, dear one? You're still standing. Through it all, you're still standing. And you're still standing for a reason. It's what's in you. Something that's in you is for the good of what's going on right now. Never destroyed. Never destroyed. Keep saying that to yourself. I told a friend this morning, she was telling me about how a business colleague of hers was threatening her and mean to her and threatening to sue her and all this other type of stuff. But I told her, I said, darling, you're fretting over that. She's not confrontational and sort of warlike like you know who. But um and she was so distraught and hurt by how this person had spoken to her because she had done a lot for him. And it's like she had done nothing for him, like he was so ungrateful, to her over one little thing. Now imagine that. You've done all of these things for someone, or your job, or your kids, your family, friends, work, whatever. You've done all of this and you make one mistake or you overlook something, and all of a sudden, all of your work is reduced to this. It's like you've done absolutely nothing. Isn't that something? For everything that you have done, everything that you have sacrificed for, everything that you put your heart, soul, sweat, and tears into now has been reduced to that single minute mistake. How does that make you feel? It would hurt me. And I mean, this guy went on and on and on and got all up in her face and went on and on and on and was even talking about suing her. And the only answer I had for her was to tell him, do your worst. I've done my best. Now it's time for you to do your worst. It doesn't make a difference how you come at me. I'm good. Because I know everything that I have done, I did out of good conscience. I did from a good place. and to help to elevate and exalt you. And now you take one little minute little thing and want to make it into this grandiose drama. And now you want to pull me onto the carpet. You were fine while I was doing what I was doing for you. While I was doing this and doing that and giving this and giving that. While you were reaping the benefits of not having to do anything. I took that weight upon myself and decided to share my wealth with someone else. We do it all the time. Wealth is not always money. Wealth can be your time. Wealth can be your talent. Wealth can be your experience. Wealth can be good morning and a smile. Don't worry about that. I got you. Well, let's see what we can do about that encouragement, kind words. That's wealth. Because everybody can't give it and everybody don't have it. You see what I'm saying? Count yourself worthy because of your wealth. People should be delighted to have you even in their presence, let alone to have you to be a part of their lives and a part of their very being. And yes, I'm fussing at my cat right now. So just, if you see me do something weird, I'm fussing with the cat. And to just be who you are. A lot of people try to take that from us. A lot of people try to take our individuality from us because they want their life, us, and everything else to be like Burger King. Have it your way. You remember, y'all remember that slogan? I know I'm old. Y'all remember that slogan? Hold the pickle, hold the lettuce. Special orders don't upset us. Y'all remember that? I do. And they were saying, have it your way. Have it your way. They wanted to reiterate that, that we can handle that. However you want it done, we can handle that. And guess what? We have. We've handled that. We have handled everything the world has thrown before us. We've handled it. Sometimes it wasn't easy. Sometimes we felt that we were going to die in our valleys, that we weren't going to make it. We felt like giving up, throwing in the towel, burning up the towel. But somehow, some way, we found ourselves on the other side. And we looked back and wondered how we got over. I myself, I've had numerous people, to come against me, to want to see me destroyed. What for? Why? What did I do? Do you ask yourself those questions too? What I do? Why they don't like me? What did I do? I'm just sitting here. I'm just me. Cast down, but never destroyed. And a lot of times people come at us from these areas because of envy, jealousy, just being downright threatened. I have a coworker, boss, that is so self-destructive. You know, she does things. She may be coming from a good place. Who knows? But she does things and it ends up backfiring on her. And it's like, I don't want to be that person who constantly shoots themselves in the foot because I don't know how to handle the power that's around me. That was weird, wasn't it? I don't know how to handle the power that's around me. The power that's around me threatens me. It makes me feel some type of way. It makes me feel inadequate. It makes me feel out of place. You know the ones. You know the ones. Because you are up on your game. You can do your game in your sleep. You can do your game drunk, sober, from a hospital bed in intensive care. You can do you because you're so proficient and so knowledgeable of what you are skilled to do. And that bothers people. So what's their first thing to do is attack. People attack what they fear. People label what they fear and don't understand. I'm quite sure all of you have labels. I do. If I stood up and showed you all of my labels, I would be covered in labels. This entire dress, you would see nothing probably but some little slits like this on my eyes from where there is no label. I'm quite sure that excuse me. Okay. Yes. Now, I think I got some power back here. Um Now, um with labels, people can give you some cruel labels now. You know the ones, them bees and you know, you know the ones. Just because you have the tenacity, the ethics, the guts, the fortitude to stand up for yourself and to stand up for what you believe in. You see what I'm saying? And it's not even about, a lot of times it's not even about you. A lot of times it's about them. You see what I'm saying? They're threatened by what you carry. They're threatened by who you are. They're threatened by who they are not. Never destroy it. Never destroy it. Never destroy it. Do you see what I'm saying? Cast down, but never destroy it. You hold your place. Yes, we may cry sometimes. It may not feel good. It may make us mad. Mad as hell, ready to fight. That type of mad. Ready to put your hands on somebody. Because you just get fed up with them and their drama. Yes, it's hard sometimes not to get pulled out of your zone. It's hard. It is very, very hard. But sometimes that's people's mission in life, is to test you and to test your maturity. Well, how's that, Gayle? They're here to test your maturity on how you take things. Like now, in my 20s, I had no problem with coming off the rip with what I had to say, how I had to say it, who I had to say it to, tell you where to go, how to get there, draw your map if necessary, and leave. In my 30s, I got a little better. You know, the patience, the little span of time got a little longer. You know, I tempered my words a little better. In my 40s, you know, I got a little better. You know, that's what the scripture says. That's how we learn, precept upon precept, line upon line, baby steps. You know, we don't just jump off into it. You're not the mature human being that you are now. You didn't get there by hapstance, and you didn't go from 20 to 50. Okay. These things take time. We're like diamonds in the rough. You see what I'm saying? You know, every now and then there has to be some chips broken off. You know, we're still in the making. We're still on the potter's wheel. Sometimes we have to be crushed, refired, and remade again, because we've gone through so much that we get dings, cracks, chips in our pot. And we have to be remade. So there has to be a what? There has to be a crushing. Crushing has to come about in order for us to go back on the potter's wheel and reborn bigger and better and stronger. Never destroy it. Never destroy it. Crushed. Crushed into a powder. Shaken. Add water to. Back on the potter's wheel. Molded and shaped, going round and round and round. That's that trial. Round and round, and molding and shaping, molding and shaping. But you know what comes out on the other side? A beautiful vessel. Fit for the kingdom's use. That's you. That's called maturity. Do you see what I'm saying? I've always said this. You can't tell anybody anything if you've never been through anything. How can you tell somebody what it's like to be hungry? You've never been hungry a day in your life. How can you tell somebody what it's like to have your lights cut off and your lights ain't never been off? How can you tell somebody what it's like to be broke? You ain't never been broke. So how can you relate to that? In order to be an effective witness, we have to be relatable. And a lot of us, our trials have actually been paying us forward. We've been paying it forward the entire time. The different trials, tribulations, experiences that we have gone through, that wasn't for us. That had absolutely nothing to do with us. Everything that you have gone through is for somebody that you're going to come across. It's supposed to knock down your judgment. People who ain't never been through nothing or act like they ain't never been through nothing are the people who judge other people. Quick to judge too. I wouldn't have never. They did. You would. You around them? Do you know about? Let me tell you about. Sit down, baby. Sit down. Because your life is not all that either. And your life is definitely not a flowery bed of Eve. You have your problems too. Everybody has their problems. But it all depends on how we tackle them. Are you a conqueror? Are you? Are you a conqueror? The scripture says that we're more than a conqueror. Do you know what a conqueror is? A conqueror is someone who sets his eyes on something. His or her eyes. Y'all know what I mean. Don't be petty. Who sets their eyes on something and say, I'm going to have that. And what do? Now that you're in the right mindset, now I have my mind set to what I want. And now that my mind is in the right mindset, now I can go in, overthrow, and conquer my target. That's what conquerors do. They come in, they overthrow, they subdue, and they take over. They're in charge now. You see what I'm saying? That's you. That's your job. Is to come in and possess the promise, to possess the land. That's why you can't be destroyed, because you're not through. Your job is not through. Your mission has not been completed. You're still on this journey. And you're on this journey for a reason. Sometimes we can't even see our way. Sometimes it's storming so hard, we just have to sit down and just be beaten by the rain. You know, rain hurts too. We just have to sit there in the rain and endure the storm. That's all we can do, is sit there and endure it. And when we endure, endurance brings about patience. That was one of my biggest hurdles. It's patience and my temper. Those were two of my biggest strongholds. Do they come up every now and then? Sure they do. Do I get impatient? Sure I do. Do I get angry? Yeah, I do. But I've learned how to, in some ways, just let things go, just let things be what they are. But that doesn't mean be a pushover too. That's where wisdom comes into play. You have to be wise in your actions, know when to speak and know when to shut the hell up and let it go. A lot of us don't know when to shut up, when it's good enough, and to literally let it go, shut the hell up, move on. Some of us haven't quite gotten that down yet. Shut up, move on. You see what I'm saying? But in time, we will learn these things. As the old folks say, by and by. But don't let by and by catch you not doing anything. Don't let by and by come upon you and overtake you. Do you see what I'm saying? Don't be caught up in by and by. By and by is going to come irregardless. It's all a matter of what you're doing. It's all a matter of what you plan on doing. Are you using your wisdom? Are you using your patience? Are you using all these tools that you have gathered along the way with each crushing? Are you using the tools that you gathered? Or do you have them stored away somewhere? And you're still that same unstable person that started out on the journey. And you're still crying out when trouble comes because you're not using your tools. Are you seeking the advice of positive people? Is your circle positive? Do you have a positive circle of people that will tell you, that will literally tell you the truth about you? Do you have those people? Because I don't want no yes people around me. Please tell me when I'm wrong. Don't put me in a false sense of reality. Tell me something, yeah, you all right. I don't need that. And nobody else does. That's wrong. I don't need that. What I need is for somebody to tell me, Gayle, now you know that was wrong. And I probably tell you, yeah, I know. But it felt good. I know. But all of us have our moments. Y'all, all of us have those human moments where is out. I'm sorry. We'll clean up later, but right now you caught me at a weak state and this is what happened. But you weren't destroyed. You got cast down, probably on your butt. Your feelings got hurt, but you weren't destroyed. And you're going to live to see another day. Remember, never destroyed. Never destroyed. And what does the scripture say? The scripture says, all things, and we know, let me quote it right, and we know that all things work together for the good of them who are the called according to his purpose. You're the called. I'm so sorry to tell you, you're the called. You're the chosen. You are the elect, which elect means chosen. No, you did not sign up for this journey. You didn't. Neither did I. But we were chosen for such a time as this. And we are about to walk into some marvelous days. There are some marvelous and epic days ahead. So if you find yourself in a bad place, don't linger. It's fine to sit down, shed a few tears, get mad. That's what the scripture says. Get angry, but sin not. And it's okay. How you feel as a human being is okay. Don't let anybody lead you to believe your feelings do not count. How you feel is how you feel. That is your right as a human being, as an individual, as a child of the Most High God and our Creator. It is your right. All of us feel some type of way every now and then. Some of us more than others, but we won't talk about them. We call them drama queens. They always in their feelings. But I'm just wanting you to know it's okay to be you. It's okay. It's fine. It is okay to be yourself. Don't let anyone alter you from being who you are. Now, if somebody's going to tell you something for the better, then yeah, take note and say, you might need to work on that, might need to work on your delivery a little bit. Don't be so harsh the next time. You make it a better result. Do you see how that went? That's constructive criticism. Constructive criticism is to make us better. Whereas on the other hand, destructive criticism is to demean you, to tear you down, to make you feel like you're nothing, to make you feel like you're not worthy. Don't fall into the lie. When somebody does that, look them square in the eye and say, that's all you got? Is that it? That's all you got? That's a great testament to you and your journey. Because obviously, your journey is not working for you. You have not learned anything on your journey. You're like the people in the wilderness, going around and around and around, moaning and griping, moaning and griping. We don't have this, we don't have that. We need water, we need food. We want to go back to Egypt. You were in the presence of one of the greatest, most epic things to ever happen in the world. Witnessed it with your own two eyes. Brought out of bitter bondage, brought out of slavery, brought out of darkness into the marvelous light. And now that's where you want to go back to? You didn't learn anything? Nothing? Don't be that person. Don't be that person. And most of all, do not despise your testing. For a long time, I used to believe that the Creator hated me. I thought I was on a hate list, hit list, because of, all the misfortunes and different things that happened to me, how people treated me. And, I was like, I'm doing all the right things and I'm doing everything I know, but it just seems like nothing ain't going right. Have you been there? I'm quite sure most of you know how that feels. I see you going, yeah, I know how that feels. That you can't say the right thing. Everything you say is wrong. Everything you do is wrong. If you move, it's wrong. If you don't move, it's wrong. If you say something, you're wrong. If you don't say something, you're wrong. It is just wrong. Wrong times wrong. Those are crushing times. It's all a matter of the crushing. It doesn't feel good. Makes you doubt yourself, doubt who you are. You even go to questioning what's your purpose and why you're here. But you weren't destroyed. And you actually made it to where you are right now. This bigger, better, greater you. Full of life, full of strength, full of wisdom. You made it through. And you will endure and you will conquer. Because that's who you are. And you're precious. You're not just valuable, you're precious. Being precious means you're something to be treasured, something to be embraced, something to hold in high regard, to hold close. That's you. You're precious. And you are a precious part of what is going on in these last days. Yes, we are living right now in the last days. However, the last days are not exactly what we thought. It's just the end of an era and the beginning of a new one. And you are an integral part of that new beginning. You have so many lives to touch with your wit, your wisdom, your laughter, your generosity, your kindness. We have so many people to touch right now because there are so many hurting people out there. And we've always heard that hurt people hurt people. And we need to be an inspiration to everyone around us, an encouragement to anyone and everyone around us. Just a simple gesture, okay, can brighten somebody's day. I'm sorry. But remember, y'all, always remember you have a purpose. Be strong. Be bold. Be great. But most of all, be you. Okay? See y'all later.